Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the zoo. The minion with me this evening is Tier,
What up?
traveling exhibit, Call,
Hey, how you doing?
and as it is again a Friday, I'm the keeper for this evening, Sanguine. How are both of you doing tonight?
Hot as
Pretty
hell.
good, pretty decent.
Yeah, it is hot as shit recently, and
Mm-hmm.
up in the north, the air quality's fucked because Canada decided to light on fire again.
No,
Of
the
course.
Canada didn't decide to light on fire. Some assholes decided to light Canada on fire.
Yeah,
Well, I
I'd
take it back
say,
now. I think about it. The Kanakastani. So yeah, they are.
I'd say it's a bit of column A, bit of column B at this point because they're lighting on fire.
It's the war. It's the Geneva Convention country, so it's okay.
I'm curious to.
It's the war crime country. It is written some way.
Well, no, I wouldn't be as pissed if they light their own motherfucking country on fire, and we didn't have to deal with it. And I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
it's some commie asshole. Oh, climate change
They
and
always they always go straight to climate change every time there's a fire or every time there's something that
you
they
know.
can't explain. It's automatically either aliens or fucking climate change.
The
I like to
one
think
that
it's Jewish space lasers.
the thing that always annoys me when it's the climate change is when I look at their native forest and I'm going, that's a like 70% lodgepole pine forest, and that's these other lodgepole trees. Which, do you know what lodgepole pine are famous for?
What?
They
Uh,
require a very specific thing to happen in their reproduction cycle. Care to guess what that thing is?
Fire.
Yeah. Lodgepole pines do not reproduce without fire. So if you're in an area
it's just
and
a hunk of burning love.
all the trees around you are lodgepole pines or other lodgepole trees, or there's
Hmm.
Sorry,
some
that joke was bad.
as well that also reproduce through fire, then it isn't a sudden change that made it so that the area lights on fire. It has been lighting on fire consistently enough that there are trees specifically evolved to require fire.
All right, so let me rephrase that then. It is a group of assholes currently helping those trees
They're,
reproduce.
they're, they're helping trees jerk off.
They're helping trees reproduce by starting those fires and not controlled burns.
It
Even
is
Groot was like, damn, that burns.
it is arson-minded tree midwives.
I wish it wasn't arson-minded treatment. What I wish it was assholes being arrested for eco-terrorism, I guess.
There's always something with eco-terrorism.
Huh?
I said, there's always something with eco-terrorism.
I'm just tired of I'm tired of those little motherfuckers. Oh well, climate change is important, but you light a lot of fucking fires in an area where Jesus Christ, I don't know. Fossil fuels, yeah. Well, fuck you. Fossil fuels have been working for us for years now, and yes, at some point we may have to find a new fuel source.
I'm all for the let's move away from fossil fuels. The problem that I have is it should be let's move away from fossil fuels in the most efficient way that we can
Yes.
Yes.
and in the way that works the best. Which,
Hmm.
if you want to transition to the majority of fossil fuels aren't needed, nuclear with natural gas surge. Natural gas still a fossil fuel, but it burns so much cleaner than fucking anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
the good thing about natural gas is it's really easy to bring natural gas up and down, up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes a really good surge option where you have the majority of your grid off nuclear or various other power sources. And then, oh shit, a lot more people are using electricity because of XYZ, and it takes time to bring on another generator of this type or that type. Flip on natural gas, clear your power demand, bring on that other one, turn off natural gas, you're good. You just use it as a surge.
But see, the problem saying we have is
That makes
you
sense?
like to think.
Yeah.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, though.
Well, when it becomes my circus and my monkey, it's because you're burning shit in my that's affecting my house. Yeah,
Fair.
like it becomes my. I don't care what you're doing. They do in Canada if it affected only Canada. If Canada was the only group being affected by this these wildfires, fucking
It's
burn
either
all of
can't,
Canada if you want.
dude. It's either Canada or fucking California.
Yeah, like I don't care. But again, you're
California might as well be its own country at this point.
yeah no.
No.
If California wants freedom from the union, they need to pay us.
No.
I didn't say that
It's
they
been
shouldn't. I just
determined.
said that they might as well be.
It's been determined by the Supreme Court. Once you're in, you're in.
Don't
Yeah.
they have to get like a full like Senate vote in order to succeed
No, fuck
anyway?
that. Once you're in, you're in. You want out? Okay, we send in the military. We occupy you until you're back in.
No, we should do what gangs do. We should. If you want out, you get beat out.
No,
Well,
I
that
don't even think
functionally
that.
is what it is because if you try to leave the U.S. is able to bring you back into compliance, however needs be.
I don't think we should look. If California wants, I'd say we trade California
Can we have
for
Poland?
Alberta.
Okay, Alberta will be fine too.
Nah, I say we just take Alberta. We don't give anything.
All right, fair enough.
Every part of the U.S.
Alberta can become
is
Alberta can become our 50th.
No, we're gonna have to divide Alberta up into two.
Northern
50
Alberta and Southern Alberta.
no
East
Alberta's
Alberta,
fine.
West Alberta. Huh?
Alberta's fine coming in as one. It's still smaller than Alaska.
True.
Fair enough.
Okay, how big? Actually, how?
I mean, I wouldn't bulk it like carving a big ass fucking chunk out of Kazakhstan.
Yeah, Alberta's the size difference between Alberta and Alaska is the same as between a kilogram and a pound.
Ah.
Okay, so the size of Alberta is actually just smaller, just a shy smaller than Texas.
Yeah. Alaska is 2.2 times larger than Alberta. A kilogram is 2.2 times a pound.
Okay.
So, Alaska to Alberta is the same as kilogram to pound. Which, that's kind of amusing.
Oh, God damn it! Hold on. God damn it! Every time I'm in a stream,
Okay.
You want to give us northern Louisiana? We can take northern Louisiana.
Hmm.
We won't allow it to be the same as it is now. It'll just become northern Louisiana.
Hmm.
sorry about that.
We've dealt with French people before.
Oh God. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's okay
Hey,
if we attack the French, they're just gonna retreat.
I'm gonna send you something, but I don't intend for you to like to show on the screen. This is just. This is why I hate everyone. Side chat, copy link, and just look at it really quick, and notice the size difference between who is supposed to be the greatest soldier to ever live, the finest soldier to ever live, and Odysseus.
What are you showing it on here?
He's pulling it up right now.
Oh no, I can pull it if
Oh, he isn't pulling it up. I thought
I can pull it up. I think we can get away with this. This, and if we don't,
as long as we aren't playing the full clip or playing anything, just showing an image.
Oh, I saw this.
Look at the height difference. Now I'm again not playing anything. They walk up, and again, this is supposed to be the finest soldier. If you now, I'm going to say that they have to be a good 5 feet away for this shot to even
Ellen
look
Page. Ellen Page is fucking like
a
5'1". Yeah.
Again, but she still looks rather large here. It is forced perspective.
Yes, it is, and that actually, even just by that photo right there, he's taller than her.
I mean, yes, you can still see, but I'm saying that height is technically at his shoulder. Her head,
Yeah.
the top of her head hits his shoulder. That is forced perspective to make them look like they're the same height, or fairly the same height.
They ain't slick.
Well, not fair height, but he's far taller than anything. Again,
God, that's
Helena
awful.
Wakanda.
Is that supposed to be Helen?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh.
Yeah, 1,000 ships aren't launching for that face.
No, they'd be launching themselves into a fucking wall.
All right, so. All right. Do you remember? All right, I'm for Never Watch Alone. I decided that we're gonna watch the 97 TV miniseries of the Odyssey.
That one is amazing.
It is. It is fairly accurate. It is. Well, not gonna say fairly accurate. It's far more accurate than this shit. And if you look at that, the women have
96.
It said on mine's 97.
I'm gonna look it up.
You know the comic book movie 300
Yes.
is a more faithful adaptation of the Greeks than this piece of shite.
Well, technically, they weren't the Greeks yet.
You know what I mean? It's a more faithful adaptation is what I'm going to get at.
But what I was about to say was, again, she said, she would ask Homer why didn't he give the women screen time in his books. Well, first off, in the Odyssey, there were a shit ton of goddesses that Odysseus meets.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Athena the entire time is trying to get this motherfucker home.
We talk about this time and time again over on Minions. Or
Oh, it
over
is
on
97. My mistake.
on Minions in Space. We talk about this all the goddamn time. Mitch brings it up pretty much every single time we talk about something like this. And he's right. It is dumbasses who don't know shit about the source material, who don't give a shit about the source material, give it a fucking budget.
Pretty much, yeah.
To do whatever the fuck they want with it as long as they meet DEI quotas.
But you could tell if you'd have done, say you'd have done a futuristic. I believe there is a futuristic version of the Odyssey. It is called "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Oh, it's not futuristic.
Oh yeah, it's a more modern one. Yeah,
it's a modern version
set in the turn of the century.
Yeah, so it is
which
still,
I do like that movie.
Oh yeah,
Again,
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a fantastic movie.
It is, but what I was saying was with that. Again, you're in America. You're in the setting where black people would be in it. You're in the setting where you would see all these things. You could have a Chinese person in it because, again, around that time frame, they were walking around.
Even George Clooney's Southern accent, while hilarious, actually was more faithful.
Yeah, so you could tell this story. You could tell the story of the Odyssey and not come off.
John Goodman playing the racist Cyclops.
Yeah, racist Cyclops. Who's more evil, Ellen Page or Elliot Page? Carl, I'm going to say Elliot Page doesn't exist, and it's Ellen Page.
I said Ellen multiple times.
And Yo Blakester, old guy, I'm sorry, didn't see, and Costin. But
Seriously, I said Ellen multiple times.
Sorry, it is an insult that they were given this budget, and the Greeks are pissed. Like the Greeks are pissed.
Just like the fucking Egyptians were pissed about Cleopatra.
Yep.
Like you're so you're gonna tell our story, but not
Cleopatra.
like the Greeks are saying. So you're gonna tell our story because it is our story, and not include any of us. Not one of us.
I don't.
But you're
Are
claiming
there any
diversity.
Greek actors?
No, there's
Are there
no
any
Greek
Greek
actors in that
actors?
movie. There are no Greek
No,
actors
I
in
mean,
that movie.
Like, do we know any actual like Greek actors?
All right, Carl, let me say something. The world is so fucking small. If they wanted Greek actors, they could find Greek actors.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point.
Just like they found Squid Game, the main character from Squid Game played in fucking The Acolyte. I'm pretty sure he's in fucking South Korea, living there and not in America because he didn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah, that's probably true. You probably have a point there. Yeah, if he had time to do this, he had infinite budget for this script. He could have found a new actor that would have been perfect to play.
There was apparently an 80s cartoon that was The Odyssey, but in space.
What was it called?
That sounds awesome.
Ulysses 31.
That sounds amazing.
Sounds fun. Again, you can do that story. You can tell the story of the Odyssey. You can tell the story of the Iliad War. You just gotta set it somewhere properly. It could be
funny?
diverse.
You know what's funny? You could actually do the entire Odyssey story set in the time of Django Unchained, and it would be fucking hilarious.
Do y'all remember the movie O?
No.
I don't think.
All right, so the movie O is literally just Othello told in high school. Told in a modern high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It is literally the story of Othello. Someone that does not like this basketball player, like this black basketball player, because he's the big man on campus, and he works his way to take him down by whatever means necessary. Again, it's fucking Othello. Tell the story of Macbeth. There's shit tons of tales of Macbeth just told in modern times. You can do shit like that. You could have a modern Odyssey. Look, a fisherman goes. A soldier goes off to World War II, and you could say he pisses off some magical force, and he just gets every time he tries to go home, he gets stranded. He gets waylaid somewhere. Shit, you can even actually have the gods in that. You know why? Because they decided to take interest in World War II. It's a fucking fictional story. Let's make some shit up. The gods actually watched World War II happen. They were interested. They dropped a nuke on it. Okay, let's see what the humans are doing.
I don't know. Do you remember the last time a movie studio tried to involve the gods in one of the world wars?
What happened?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, God.
Now they wonder what is a woman.
But there's so many ways that you could revisit great stories like that and retell them in new ways, in ways that are brought into the modern. One of the ones that always amused me was there's a modern Romeo and Juliet that keeps Shakespearean language while being modern.
Get to me my longsword. He grabs for his fucking shotgun.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that variation. It's John Leguizamo, Leonardo DiCaprio, Danny Aiello. Fuck, I forget everybody else.
Yeah, but it's the same story, just all the actions and the looks are modernized.
I mean, hell,
Well,
Warm
the
Bodies
language.
is a.
Harry Pinnell. I forget his last name.
Well, the language is kept the same. You can tell these stories, and you can tell them in new and interesting ways. You can have it be traditional language with modern views. You can have it be modern views and modern language. This shit happens. It happens a lot. And there's constant examples of that. You could have it be a sci-fi movie where it's hyper advanced aliens fucking with humans. You could have it be magical. You could have it be non-magical. Oh brother, where art thou is a really good example of non-magical.
I would say it is magical because those fucking sovereigns were real.
I don't think they
The
were.
sovereigns.
They didn't turn anyone into fucking frogs, though.
All right, fair enough. They didn't. But they drugged them.
What
Oh, they
did
drugged
happen,
them all right.
What did happen was a bunch of horned up prisoners that haven't seen an actual woman in fucking ages found rather attractive, scantily clad women singing in a river.
And it happened to be
Right.
3 of them.
And that doesn't require magic.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, that one for Tyr, but you know what I mean? Damn, I am just not. It was a tough crowd tonight.
But there's
At least the music was
crowd.
that movie was good.
the
Again,
music was really good.
Oh yeah. Again, you could tell these stories.
Yeah.
You can tell these
Tell the
stories
and
good.
they're fascinating. They are good stories.
Yes.
You just need to not fuck with them too much. And by not
It's also-
fuck with them too much, keep in mind what the actual characters are. You can't have a stupid Odysseus.
No.
You can't have Odysseus that is completely out of love with Penelope. Odysseus still has to be head over heels, still has to want to be with Penelope.
Like his whole motivation for getting home was her.
Yep. And they kept that in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Like again, it is literally just her, and him wanting to be with the woman he loves. Without that connection, the movie doesn't make any fucking sense.
To into his cane.
Like without her, the movie makes no fucking sense at all. And oh god, and even then, like having who the fuck thought putting Tom Holland and fucking Robert Pattinson together, and he's supposed to be a young man versus Robert Pattinson.
Isn't Robert? Yeah, Robert Pattinson's older than Tom Holland. He's Tom Holland. Robert's a millennial.
Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson aren't that far apart.
No, I'm saying that Robert Pattinson's a millennial. Tom Holland's Gen Z.
Yeah, but they're fairly close in age. They're
30.
one's a younger millennial, one's an older
Older millennial, I know. Yeah.
40.
millennial.
Robert Pattinson's 86. Tom Holland was 96. They aren't that far apart.
Yeah. Just like me and Tyr aren't that far apart.
But see, the problem is the character that Tom Holland's supposed to be playing is supposed to be playing a fairly young man.
Right.
Like I'm talking what, maybe early teens, late teens, maybe 20ish. Yeah, Telemachus should be
Sounds about
somewhere
right.
in 20, because Odysseus was lost for 20 years. So
And like we said before, we've said, if they can't get these things right, and they keep saying that, oh, it's for a modern audience. Like
the modern
there is no
audience doesn't
modern audience.
exist.
It doesn't exist. I know. I was getting there. You just jumped ahead of me. But yeah, they do this all the time,
Hmm.
and they can't understand why their movies bomb. Why did this movie do well? Have you maybe told everybody to shut the fuck up?
I don't even think it's not even shutting the fuck up at this point. It is,
No, it's not.
you could look at
It's
something and
insulting
go,
intelligence. It's
hold
insulting
on,
intelligence is what it
not
is.
even that. You could look at something and go, yeah, this is gonna be shit.
Yep.
Just by
It's
a trailer, you can see if a movie's gonna be shit. Just like I think that the fucking He-Man movie's shit, just because of the
and the
trailer.
thing is that it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a can you just shut the fuck up if the works were actually good. The problem is the works aren't good. We put
No,
up
they're
with
not.
authors that have dumbass opinions
Because the
when
work is
their
good.
works are fantastic.
All right,
Like Scalzi. I don't like his political opinions, but his sci-fi works really damn good. Have you guys ever read Old Man's War?
I have it, but I haven't picked it. I haven't read it yet.
Old Man's War, fantastic book. In order to not spoil the plot, I'll just give the very basic summary that you find out reading the first couple pages, not even the first full chapter. You have
Mm-hmm.
humanity has expanded out into the stars. For some reason, the people that are allowed to take part in settlement are only taken from the third world. And they're
Okay.
taken
Okay.
extremely young third worlders are allowed to be the explorers. They're allowed to be the colonists of other worlds. But there's also the effectively human space military. And the space military only takes octogenarians from the first world. So everyone's going, why the fuck are they only taking octogenarians? And everyone comes to the conclusion, well, they have to be giving them new bodies or something. So you sign up at the age of 65 to join the military,
Okay.
and then they keep track of you until you are 85, or until you're 80, and then you're brought into the military.
Okay.
Taken off world, no one else in the first world is allowed to leave Earth. So the only people that are allowed to leave are those that are recruited for the military. And they're taken off world once they hit 80, and they're never seen from again. Sometimes they can get very, very, very basic letters back to Earth. But they aren't allowed to send reports or anything like that. The amount of news that Earth gets from space is almost nothing.
Well, yeah, there's a reason for that.
So the main character starts off and he's just turned 80. He and his wife signed up for the military when they were 65. His wife died a few years before.
Mm-hmm.
And he joins the Navy. or the Space Navy event. Space Marine, Space Navy, whatever branch. And it tells his story of what happens after he leaves Earth.
Okay.
Really good story. Oh, also, part of the thing is when you sign up at 65, various samples are taken from you for
Oh no!
testing.
All right.
And no one knows what testing it is because they never seem to get results from the testing.
Sounds about accurate.
Okay.
And the story goes from there. You figure out what's happening in the rest of the universe, following along this one character. As he goes from major event to major event to major event. And of
Maybe I
course,
should
one
pick
of
it
the
up on
rules is once you leave Earth, you aren't allowed to return there.
I know the feeling, Sanguine, of a dumbass creator saying some dumbass shit, but their work speaks for itself. There's a game called Look
Mark
Outside.
Hamill.
No, Mark Hamill pissed me off too much. I can't stand him. But the creative Look Outside,
Fair.
God, I love that game.
But
Creative
yeah,
needs to shut the fuck up though.
it happens all the time where you have authors and actors and shit like that where they'll say stupid shit and them saying stupid shit does not ruin the work.
And then you got the reverse.
It's just a good chunk of the time you have someone saying something really stupid and what their work is does not stand for itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the time.
And everyone then goes, can you shut the fuck up and just make something good?
Right?
Yes.
God, I wish we could think of people who would shut the fuck up sometimes.
Because it wouldn't be as bad if their works were shit and they were silent.
Mm-hmm.
Nor would it be bad if their works were amazing, but they just couldn't stop putting their foot in their mouth.
Like the only good thing I remember Ellen Page actually was in was the first two seasons of Umbrella Academy,
Juno was
and that
good.
was it.
Yes, Juno was good. And then she didn't. And then yeah,
I didn't see that one.
I did like the game Beyond Two Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Beyond Two Souls was actually pretty good. The game is good. That's not. That has nothing to do with her.
Well, she did play. She was the main
The main
character.
character, I get. Yeah,
So again, I do like her as.
she was also pretty young in that movie, in that game too, wasn't she?
No, she was fairly young.
That's what I
She
thought.
was fairly old young.
Fairly
Is
old.
old
Sorry.
young before young old, or is it after young old?
Young old.
Does it go young, normal young, young
And old
old,
young.
young, or sorry, old young old, normal old old? Is that the hierarchy?
East old, North old, South old.
Ah, okay.
It's like North Kai, East Kai, South Kai, West Kai. Why East Kai?
We go
Why?
directional in this shit.
Too old,
This
maybe
shit sounds
old,
like
kind of
still
old.
my Blu-ray player, man. That's fucked up. Sorry, Team 4 Star reference.
But yeah, there's like I said, it wouldn't be as bad. We would be able to tolerate them talking more if they actually produced things that were worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
If Ellen Page said all the stupid shit that she says now, but every movie that she was in was amazing,
No one would pit. At some point, she
Nobody
would
would
say
have said
something.
anything.
You know, at some point, someone would say something like, "Look, shut the fuck up."
yeah, someone might say, shut the fuck up, or more likely, they would say, I really love her movies, I can't stand her outside of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And said nobody ever.
Because that's something that we used to do constantly.
Yes.
There were a bunch of actors that people couldn't stand outside of their movies, but they did a good job in their movies.
Like Robert De Niro.
And then
Until he became an anti-Trump cunt.
until he stopped
And his
making
movies
fucking
started
movies, this sucked.
Going to shit.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? I noticed that once they become like an uber liberal, like their politics start to push through in their fucking movies, and it kind of makes them worse.
Like I think which I not gonna lie, fucking Jim Carrey played the fuck out of Dr. Robotnik. I still can't
Oh,
watch
yeah.
that fucking movie. I can't unsee him.
See, I can separate the actors from the movies, and I've done it for ages, where there's an actor that I can't stand, and I'm just able to go, but his movie's really fucking good. So
I do that. I do that a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't detract from the movie that the actor is an asshole outside of it.
Except for Jared Leto. Oh god, I fucking hate Jared Leto. God, he was horrible as the Joker.
We had a very clear policy on that, which was if their movie was good, I could watch their movie and it wouldn't negatively impact me. Does he have a good movie?
No.
No.
So then he doesn't apply to the premise.
So the movies that he's in is a different story, unless he's the main actor or main character of the movie.
Well, no. Or even if he's the main character, like Tron Legacy, not Tron Legacy, Tron Ares bombed. Fucking
he was in he was the guy that he was the Paul Allen in American Psycho. American Psycho is a fantastic movie.
But see, the problem is he was only in there for
a few minutes of screen time and then gets killed.
Yeah.
And there's a major difference between a actor being in a good movie and being one of the reasons why the movie's good.
All right, like
and there's actors that are in horrible movies that are the reason why the movie has any sort of merit to it. There's one that I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like Look Who's Coming. It's an old, like, 80s horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
That
I don't think I know that one.
Absolute shit.
That would probably be why I haven't heard that one.
Where it's about someone who keeps on killing grooms and brides on their marriage day.
Mm-hmm.
And just about every single fucking character in that movie, you are watching it and going, someone just kill them now. Please kill them. Just
all right.
I don't care if it's the killer. I don't care if it's someone other than the killer. I just want this person to die on screen while I am watching because good fucking God, I cannot stand this person. And that's
I hate that.
Wait a minute. All right. So I can name 3 good movies that Jared Leto was in, but he's not the main character. First off, American Psycho. Really good.
Yeah.
Fight Club.
Good.
he was
Good.
he fight Angel Face was in there for had maybe maybe 7 lines of dialogue, and he was only a character up until after he gets his face bashed in by Jack,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just stops being a character. Like he fucking disappears from the movie. You don't know what the fuck happens to him. And then
That's great.
Lords of War. Lords of War is a good movie. And again, he plays a main character, but not a main character, but a prominent character. But he's not the main character. It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He's in there for maybe another first 2.5 acts, maybe. And then again, he offs himself, and then he disappears from the fucking movie. Alexander's a good movie. He's in there for maybe, again, a good 2 acts, disappears. But movies where he's the central character, he's a prominent character. Morbius, Tron Ares, Masters of the Universe, Suicide Squad. He's a prominent character. Well, then again, he wasn't really a prominent character in Suicide Squad. That movie was a shit.
He was the
But
Joker.
again,
He was terrible as Joker.
But again, Tron Ares and Morbius fucking bombed.
Yep. I swear to God, anything that he's in, if he's one of the main characters of it, it's gonna be doomed to fail. He's the death knell in movies. Just like,
He is he's not a good actor.
he's not. He's also an asshole on set from what everybody says.
He's a method actor, and when he was playing Joker, he quote unquote got into character.
Well, if getting into character is being a dick to everybody around you, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Again, he's a method actor from yeah. Again, movies where he is the central character fucking fail. He is not a good actor. He's a good
not.
cameo actor. Have him in there for maybe an act or two. He nopes off to somewhere, gets a small little paycheck. Never heard from again. Okay.
Which is a great idea.
Well, I don't want to never heard from again, but you know what I mean in the movie.
Damn it. Just had to clarify, didn't you?
I don't want him to fuck off the parts unknown. I want him to fucking die.
I didn't say he had to die. Just disappear into oblivion. Fade
Again,
into actor obscurity.
yeah, I guess. Fade to actor obscurity then.
Because there's actors that show up for maybe like 5 years, play like every role they can, and then just fuck off.
Again, he should go back to 30 Seconds to Mars and just
That
stay
wasn't even
there.
a good band. I didn't even like 30 Seconds to Mars.
He liked that band. They had a few good hits.
There was like 2 songs I liked by them, and that was it.
Again, he just should stay there. Just don't come back. Just stay there.
But they never really show up in my playlist, so. Yeah.
All right, so there's actors and people. There are musicians that can transfer to being actors, and there's musicians that can't. He can't.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people that should never left their profession. The Rock should have never become an actor.
Agreed. I think we can all agree with that.
The Rock should have stayed in his lane. Never.
The first movie that he was in was what, The Scorpion King, and then he just went downhill from there.
No, the first movie he was in wasn't The Scorpion King.
It was The Mummy
The Mummy 2, actually, but still.
as the Scorpion King.
I think it was another movie than that. Yeah.
No, I believe it was his breakout role.
Okay, I
Acting
found the
career.
movie that I was trying to remember. It is He Knows You're Alone is the name of the movie.
Yep.
God
No.
awful horror movie where it's someone, like I said, serial killer that kills wives at their wedding or just before their wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Every character in it deeply unsettling, so that you think that every single motherfucker in the movie, man, woman, child, doesn't matter, is the serial killer. There's one exception to this, and that is Tom Hanks is in the movie.
Does he die?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hanks's character is charming because Tom Hanks can act.
Yes.
And he doesn't seem like a creep every time that he's doing fucking anything. So, for the short bit that Tom Hanks is in that movie, Tom Hanks' character is charming and quirky and enjoyable. And he's the only person that you don't want to be brutally murdered on screen. And I don't think he dies. I think he just leaves at some point and isn't.
Why did I put?
Again,
Fuck it. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you in chat. I'll send it to you in Discord. I see you a screenshot, by the way. It's here.
oh Lord Jesus Christ!
Oh, and yep, I was right. His character, Elliot, didn't die, even though in the original script he was
I
supposed
just looked
to
at
die.
it. Yeah.
I was right. It was the Scorpion King.
Everyone went, he's way too charming. We can't kill him.
No, his first movie role was in The Scorpion King. His actual first role was Rocky Johnson in that '70s show.
Well, I was talking about his first breakout role here, not his first
Yeah.
acting job.
Fair enough. Again, he should go back to what he go back to. Well, he's too old to wrestle now.
Not necessarily. Some, but then again, Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista was a surprise as an actor.
Yeah, he can't act.
That dude played fucking Drax perfectly.
He now looks gay.
Well, yeah, he does now.
He stopped using steroids. He looks gay.
That
God,
is
he really
weird
does.
commentary.
What?
He stopped using steroids, now he looks gay.
Yeah, you say it out loud.
I'm
like
gonna send
that,
you
yeah.
a picture. Here, look. Here's a picture.
I know what he looks like now. Excuse me.
Pulling it up.
Is that a heterosexual male?
No.
It's
Definitely.
not because
No.
he stopped using steroids, though.
It's the
He
fucking
said-
pearls.
he didn't say it was a correlation.
It is the pearls. He looks gay.
It's the pearls and the fact that it looks like he's wearing a dress with a blazer.
It does.
Yeah, see, but
It looks like
and he just see look at this heterosexual male right here.
looks like
Looks like
he
he's
looks
going
like
to eat
he's
your
wearing
face.
he looks like he's trying to cosplay Hillary Clinton.
Look at this. Look at this. This is you can see the gayness forming. The queer.
Like I said, that is more because he chose to start wearing fucking.
Here it is. This is the outfit. He just looks gay.
Like I said, he looks like he's cosplaying Hillary Clinton.
If you didn't give him a pantsuit and pearl necklaces,
God, that was
And a low
terrible.
cut. Look what the fuck is this low cut thing? Why is this shirt so? Look at his shirt is down here. That's not something that heterosexual male wears.
I mean, look at Andrew Tate. He pretends to be heterosexual all the time.
Like I said, if you don't put him in a pantsuit and pearl necklaces,
Fine then, but I'm still questioning his sexuality.
if you put,
That's fair.
think about it this way, dear. If you would have put him in a pantsuit and pearl necklaces, even at his most hulked out, don't you think he would have looked gay?
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
Hay
quite
says he
big
doesn't look
color
gay because he
pantsuit.
stopped using steroids. He looks gay because he went a fucking pearl. Yeah. Yeah.
He looked like Andrew Tate gave him a pearl necklace.
Hate Camel gets it. It's not because he stopped using steroids. It is entirely because he's wearing pearl necklaces and a fucking pantsuit like he's running for the Democratic nomination.
That's why I said he looks like
going
Mr. in drag.
Doesn't matter how big a person is, you put them in a pantsuit and pearl necklaces, at
He
most
was all sense of credibility.
they look like they're 90s gym gay in a pantsuit and pearl necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
I seriously, no straight man wears a pearl necklace and a pantsuit for a gathering or a gallery.
Mm-mm.
No straight man. Sorry. Even if he's gay, that doesn't take away from him being a decent actor. Okay? That doesn't. But it's still pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, it is entirely his dress style, not that he stopped using steroids.
There may
It
have
didn't
been
help.
some correlation. His testosterone went. It crashed and burned.
Mm.
Again, I don't think that it hurt either. I think it's a complete non-issue because, again, you put him hulked out in a pantsuit and pearl necklaces, congratulations, gym gay.
Yes. 90s gym gay. We're talking 90s gym gay.
Mm-hmm. The really built-up, hulked-out gym gay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's entirely because pearl suit and pantsuit. Or pearl necklace and pantsuit.
He got some seed that night from something, I swear.
Ouch.
Yeah, I've been on these jokes all night. Yeah, that is a tough crowd.
There's more that we're bored.
Probably.
It's kind of like how I don't get the obsession with certain rappers of they wear ridiculous necklaces and earrings, and every time I'm going, are you trying to come out? What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, I'd be questioning their sexuality too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or the ones who like to wear pink headbands around their head.
Yeah, doesn't make sense to me.
And they had to tie them up the gayest way possible.
Hmm.
Trust me, you've seen one. You know what I'm talking about, dear.
Yes. It's still it is just
water.
nasty.
It is.
Like some rappers just need to fucking stop. It is that, and then I hate those gaudy chains and shit they wear.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those
No,
guys
like the
they'll wear like 12 of them.
All right, like Flavor Flav had his thing with the John fucking Clark. It was his brain. That's who people.
Yeah, he had to look ridiculous. He looked ridiculous and stand out.
But that's what it was. You know that.
And then he looked off.
It's like fucking Mr. T and his gold chains. That was more Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else just looks ridiculous.
It's like,
I'd say
Flavor Flav,
Flav.
he got his money and he fucked off.
That's true.
No, he got his money and then he became poor again.
No, he got his money and he became a farmer.
I don't think Flavor Flav is worth very much now.
I don't think it's worth very much.
Flavor.
He also
Net
did
worth
several dating shows, which were just fucking weird.
Okay, he's worth a couple million at least, which isn't much. It's not much for like an actor or an artist who
Estimated
is
to be around,
popular.
depending on sourcing your estimation, about 2 to 3. That's not
Mhm.
bad.
I mean, he owns a freaking farm now and he's got horses.
It's not miserable, but compared to what he was worth
Oh yeah.
and what he could have been worth if he actually knew what the fuck to do with his money.
I mean, annually, he income estimated to be around 400,000. I mean, 6 figures, a lot more than I'll ever see.
Like I said, compare that to his height and what he could have been worth if he hadn't completely fucked up all his finances.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people fuck up their finances.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fucking NBA football players. They get in the league young and they don't fucking invest and they get injured and now they fucked
Yep.
because they can't sustain the lifestyle.
Yep.
Also, lottery winners.
Yeah.
Yep. Same thing. And this is what's funny. This is why people are always upset at the mega rich and the people who keep their money. Like he's hoarding wealth. He's doing that. Like,
I'm hoarding my wealth. I'm a fucking greed.
Shut up, Tier. Shut up for a
Ebenezer
second.
and I are best friends.
Shut up for a second. Let me have this one. People get upset so goddamn much. On your show, I'll allow it, but this is not your show. But people get upset so goddamn much at rich people. Oh, they're hoarding wealth. Oh, he's a multi-millionaire. He's evil. He's blah 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 blah. He does this. He does that. And then when they get rich, when these people get rich, they're broke in a year or less. Why? Because they don't know how to spend their fucking money.
Well, the thing is,
They don't know how to.
They know how to spend their money.
They
They
just
absolutely
overspend.
know how to spend their money. What they don't know how to do is how to use their money appropriately and how to plan for the future with their money. Because,
That's what I also mean. They don't know how to plan for. I was getting there.
yeah. But the thing is that
Yeah, y'all are jumping ahead of me tonight. I don't even need to talk.
they know how to spend their money because they just spend it on everything, anything. Doesn't matter how useless it is, they will spend their money on it. And it's because they suddenly got the money. It was easy come, easy go. The money isn't tied up in anything. Whereas when they say, well, the wealthy are hoarding money, bullshit. Most of them have their money in stock, which is not hoarded money. Do you know where the money that's in the stock market is?
What? Where?
Circulation.
Yeah.
That money's in circulation. When you become wealthy off stock, it isn't because there's some vault somewhere with your money in it that just asexually reproduces and produces more money. No, what's happening is you put money into a company. That company then makes more money with that money, not by printing money, but by doing things that cause more people to go, you know what, I'm going to buy from them.
I want some of your money, so I'm going to, yeah.
I want whatever
4 years.
your product is, and I'm going to
In
buy
4 years.
your product.
Biden nearly destroyed our country by just printing money because he was doing what everybody said.
Because a lot of,
Money printer go brr.
yeah,
Money printer go burr, and that is what destroys economies when you just keep printing money.
and part of the issue is because there have been so many people that have tried to fundamentally break the understanding of what inflation is.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you guys know a simple definition of inflation?
Nope. What is the simple definition of inflation?
Simple definition of inflation is an increase in money supply that decreases the value of that money.
Okay.
It is
instead of my
devaluation of a money supply, of the money supply.
So instead of my dollar being worth $1, it is worth 50 cents.
So much money has been produced that the worth of the dollar after the production is now reduced by 50%. Yes.
Yep.
That is called
Isn't our current dollar technically like 60 cents now?
No, I think it's a little high. It should be worth.
So depending on what year you want to use, you're going to get different results because inflation is also something that is a continuing process, not a one and done. So you end up with 2% inflation one year, and then 2% inflation the next, and then 3% the next. So that isn't something that when you do inflation like that, so you have the 1 times 1.02 because it's 2% inflation, times 1.02 because it's 2% inflation, times 1.03 because it's a percent. 3% inflation means 3% over 1. So when you do that, what you end up with is an overall inflation rate of 7.1612, rather than it being just, well, we had 2 plus 2 plus 7. It ends up more than 7 because what it is doing is it's a compounding function. The longer that it compounds, the wider that margin gets.
Okay.
The problem is that we have a bunch of economic schools of thought that try to hide the ball, to my mind, with what inflation is. So they'll redefine what inflation is. And rather than having inflation be the devaluation of the currency, they have inflation become synonymous with the change in price. They are not the same thing. They shouldn't be seen as the same thing. The change in price can be, or is, a function of inflation. It is not inflation in and of itself.
Okay, so here it is. Give me 1 second. In 2000, the dollar was actually a dollar, almost $2. The buying power was 48.72%. Currently, in 2025, was last year's.
Currently in 2025.
I said was last year's. If you didn't finish,
All right.
it is now down to 3.85% because it has gone down.
All right.
Not by much, but it has gone down.
All right. So
a lot of people will try to say that inflation is a change in price. That isn't inflation. That is a function of inflation. The change in price is a function of the change in money supply and the change in the supply versus the demand. So if your money supply goes up, devaluing your currency, that drives prices up. If your money supply goes down, which is increasing the value of the currency, the price goes down. If the supply goes up relative to demand, that decreases the pressure, which then lowers the price. If the supply decreases relative to demand, then that increases the effect and the price goes up. So you have things driving price up, you have things driving price down. You can end up where two of them balance each other out. You can end up where they don't quite balance out, but they end up limiting each other, which is what we normally have when you do a calculation for the change in price over time of most goods. Most goods in that analysis end up becoming cheaper over time because their supply increased relative to demand despite inflation. But the inflation rate was higher than the change in the price due to demand.
Okay.
That causes a shift, and that shift is perfectly fucking natural. It happens all the time.
I'm gonna admit this, Sanguine. I fucking suck at math.
We can tell.
You don't even really need to know the math there, though. Because the important thing is to know that as you increase money supply...
Damn, my jokes are not hitting at all tonight.
The faster you increase money supply, the more money is devalued. If goods increase, like you go from having X number of goods to 2X number of goods relative to demand, then the price of those goods falls. So we're currently having a shortage of certain types of computer chips. You're familiar with that, right?
Yes.
This is why RAM is really fucking expensive. Because the supply has fallen relative to the demand. This is because demand has risen and there's a bottleneck, meaning supply has fallen. So demand up, supply down, price up. Money supply up, quick, price go up, quick. It doesn't really require math. It can be explained caveman terms.
Big price go Bert.
But we have so many people that try to divorce the printing of money from inflation.
Yeah,
because
they do it all the time.
Solution tends to be, well, we just print more money. And they don't want people to be able to go, well, if you print more money, that increases inflation, which means that everything's price goes up. But then we'll just print more money, which means that you'll increase inflation and everything's price goes up. But then we'll just print more money, so you increase the price of everything and everything's price goes up. You print more money, just as devalue currency, price go up.
The devaluation of the currency is actually a big problem, which is why they want everything to go to a fucking digital thing. They want, you know why they're pushing for digital everything so far right now?
Because it's cheaper than printing the actual dollars.
No, it's this way they can control everything that you do.
Now, the main thing is because it's cheaper than printing the actual dollars.
Yes.
Well, yes, but also no.
Well, no, yes, that is the main reason. Because they can control you is a secondary reason, but it isn't the main reason. The main reason is because it's cheaper to have someone store the ones and zeros somewhere. Because you can also have completely electronic currencies that are harder to track. For instance, crypto coins. Crypto coins, completely electronic currency that is harder to track than if I gave you cash.
Yeah, I still prefer cash. Crypto, digital currency, yeah, no. I want cash.
Digital currency has its place. Cash has its place. I don't really have a preference one over the other. The main thing is that, like I said, it's easier. It's cheaper and also it's easier to manipulate because now, rather than having to print more money, you can just go add an extra zero.
Put a 1 and 2 zeros behind it.
Yeah.
That and they can control the flow of it. They can also control the flow of it because they can say, "Oh, I don't like what this person said." They can shut off your account. They did the same. They
Except,
did that. Remember, they did that to the truckers.
except I gave you an example of where that was made harder.
He who controlled the spice. Sorry.
Because cryptocurrency is an entirely digital currency.
I'm not
Cryptocurrency,
talking about cryptocurrency.
except you're talking about digital currency, and you're saying that's a
Yeah.
function native to digital currency. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency. If it is not native to cryptocurrency, it is not native to digital currency, which is
Yes,
the
but I'm
subset
not.
that cryptocurrency is a part of. So again, it is not native to that. It is something that is additional that can be added onto currency. It is something that could be done even with cash because you want to debank someone with cash rather than with crypto. You just make it so that the banks won't
That's
cash
what
their
I was
checks.
talking about. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about crypto.
Yes, but you said it was native to digital currency. Yes?
No, no. God damn it. Nobody listens to me. Paul.
Because you did say that it was native to digital, and that's why I kept saying no, it's not native.
No, 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 no. What I was saying was that they could control you through the means of stopping how you get money.
Which
A
they could
digital
do
currency.
with which they could do with hard cash as well.
Yes.
So it is not something that is new. It can be done either way.
Yeah. I don't bother with that
So
shit.
it isn't something that is novel with digital, which is what I'm saying. Because you said that it was the reason for the switch, but you can do it either way.
True.
With a cash system, you can tell banks do not accept any checks from this person, do not allow them to withdraw any money, do not allow them to do anything. And the banks will do that, which can be done with or without a digital currency. And like I said, there's digital currencies that completely undo the idea, well, digital currencies make it so that you can control, because there's digital currencies that make it so that you can't control. And they give you greater freedom than hard currency. Which was what I was saying. That you
Yeah.
can't say that it is something that is novel to digital currency, nor can you say that it's something that is native to digital currency. You can say that depending on how digital currency is put in place, it is something that can be done, but then I would also point out that the places that can do that with digital currency can do that with hard currency as well.
I know. I'm aware.
Are you though?
Never mind.
I'm just fucking with you. Jesus Christ. Don't have a cow, man.
Not you.
So yeah, that was what I was getting at.
Let's switch topics. This one's boring me.
And if your gums are black, good God, you need to brush your teeth here.
No, all right. So, uh, K Campbell made a reference to "Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood." So he goes, I hate Forrest Whitaker's neck. It's the line is actually, I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. And then the guy was saying, I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes. I hate my gums because they black.
Jeez.
Don't be a menace.
While drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah, no, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yep.
God, that is a long ass head.
It is such a good movie, though.
Mm-hmm.
Bernie Mac. All right, here.
But sounds like people are kind of winding down. Does anyone have a topic? Oh, actually, Tyr just shared something.
Oh, damn! Bravo!
You there! Get out of the truck and put your hands in the air.
Oh, this movie. Yeah.
Stand on one leg.
Mm-hmm.
With the tip of your finger, touch the tip of your nose. Now, in a circular motion, rub your stomach and pat your head while saying rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy
For
bumper.
baby buggy bumper.
Strike a pose. Now vote.
This is the dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now walk slowly toward the car.
We didn't even do nothing. Well, you think you tough? You look so tough now, little nigga. Hate you black bastards. You stink. I hate your black skin. I hate your black pants. I hate black pepper. I hate black keys on the piano. I hate my gums because they black. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. And most of all, I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes. Move it!
No. I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes.
Mm-hmm.
God, these movies could not be made today.
No, they can't. No, they cannot.
Which is such a
Especially a movie
fucking-
like Blazing Saddles.
Because they're goddamn classics.
Well, mainly because the people that used to make those are now have now drank the Kool-Aid,
Yep.
and they quote unquote seen the error of their ways. It's like Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith made fucking Clerks, and he made Clerks too, and those were stoner comedies. And now
Yep.
he can't do that shit.
You know, stoner comedies are fucking. If it's got Seth Rogen in it, I want to fucking shoot his ass.
And oh god, geez, I know I'm going back
I hate
to
Seth
this.
Rogen. I'm sorry.
I fucking hate what he did to Clerks 3. And he killed off one of the main characters of his story. He ruined his happy ending. You know, the movie ended fucking perfectly. You know, he gets the girl, he's having her baby, she's having his baby, and he and his best friend have done the one thing they wanted to do. They reopened the quick stop and go.
Mm-hmm.
And you expect like him just seeing that life is fucking awesome. And then, in the third movie, like the fucking first thing, yeah, she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she died. She died. Car accident killed her and the baby. What? Oh well, Randall wants to make a movie. Okay, and then Dante has a heart attack and dies. What?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
right?
It was because you don't expect it. It must be good writing, school of writing.
Yes, I agree with Jen. I hate him for what he did to He-Man. It's all right. So there's a big difference between audience subverting expectations and then just fucking over your characters and your audience. All right. Basic tenet, right? You put your characters through shit. You put them through hell, and you put them through hell, and then in the end they either come out better. And it depending on the type of story you're telling, yeah, their existence is fucked. Like if you're telling a grimdark story, yeah, no happy endings. No one gets happy. If you're telling a story where yeah everything's fucked and the main character's fucked and the universe is just fucked, no happy endings. You know, I expect the next story to pick up and it's even fucking shittier. However, in a fairy tale, say when the happily ever after rolls, you expect that they lived happily ever after. You know, you don't pick up the next story. Oh yeah, like they broke up. The fuck. And that's what Clerks 2 was. It was he got his happily ever after. Him and his best friends are now. Their friendship is now stronger. They're doing something that he fucking loved. They're working together. He's not leaving the state anymore. He's not breaking up their bromance. Life is good. You could have had the heart attack shit, and okay, yeah, I get it that he has, because men have heart attacks.
Yep.
You know, but you didn't have to fucking kill him.
Like I said, it's the school of thought that subversion equals good that is an absolute plague when it comes to writing. Because no, subversion does not equal good. You need
And
to
bait and
have
switches
a
aren't good either.
fucking reason.
You shouldn't do bait and switches either. And for Master of the Universe, you could have had. All right, for the first. All right, you know what George Lucas said about Star Wars, right? It's poetry. It rhymes, right? You could have had that. You could have had that Tila and Adam are the mirror to Skeletor and the source. Was it the Sorceress or the Enchantress? I can't remember. The witch. Whatever the Evelina, I think it was called. Her name was. Have it that's the mirror. The two canon couples, right? And have that Skeletor and his chick are dysfunctional. While you got a perfectly working couple with Tila and fucking Adam. Their issue is that they need to learn to work together, and Skeletor's issue with his chick is they're both trying to dick each other over. And you could have it that toward like in in the beginning the evil ones have the perfect harmony, but as both of them grow in more power, oh, I don't fucking need you, and that keeps playing out in that relationship. Where though Adam and them are having a different problem where, yeah, we need each other, so we need to work together more. You know, we need to work like a well-oiled machine. And then you could have had Tila have the spotlight too. You could have her having her issues and her being a central character, but you didn't have to sideline He-Man. And that's what he fucking did. Sorry, Jen, I still hate that shit too. And then they turned Shiva into a fucking man. That was just dumb.
They wanted. It's the constant problem of they want to tell their stories, but they don't want to work for telling their stories. They just want to be able to tell their story with characters that aren't their characters to fuck with. And that fucks it up every single time.
They want a built-in audience for their tales, and they don't want to put the work in.
Yep.
Again, I say this about a lot of fucking stories. Had the Acolyte been its own property, it didn't have the Star Wars moniker, I think it would have been better received.
It still wouldn't have been good, but yeah, it might have been better received.
Again, you wouldn't have the failing of Okay, so again, we're in this brand new universe where we're learning the new mechanics. So you could have that. Okay, well, the witches doing their shit is just part of the witches doing their thing. We don't. It's not in the Star Wars universe. The Force is everything, but in this universe, okay, it's the thread, it's the weave, it's whatever the fuck it is, and these witches have access to it. Okay, all right, I'm following you so far. You know, oh shit, they
I'm
just
picking
created,
up what you're laying down.
yeah, you just created twins. You know, twin life. Okay, all right, okay. I guess in that universe, women can have fucking magical babies. All right, again, picking up what you're putting down, but you put it in the Star Wars universe. Where we already know the mechanics of that universe. We know everything. Like, that's been thoroughly discussed. Oh, so if they're in this part of the galaxy, they already know what the fucking Force is, because it is the Force. It's not like it's our, because it's not like it's a galaxy far, far away and it's us. Oh, well, to us it's the thread because we've never heard of the Force. We don't know what the fuck the Jedi are.
Right.
So we recognize, oh, you mean the weave? No, the Force. No, the weave. No, the Force. No, we call it the weave. No. But again, you're in that part of the galaxy and you know what the fucking Force is. So why give it a special, unique name?
Exactly.
Secondly, Anakin is fucking unique. And
because he was the first. Wasn't he the first child ever conceived by the Force?
He's the only child ever conceived by the Force.
That's what I thought.
His existence is just unique. But then you create these two bitches that are somehow created magically by the Force. That completely and utterly ruins his whole existence. He is no longer a unique being. It could just fucking happen. Oh god, Amanda Stenberg shitty acting.
Oh yeah, I know.
That would have never saved. You're right. I take it back. It may have been better received, but it would have never saved it.
Sounds about right.
I want to know how do twins who were raised on different parts of the galaxy have the exact same hairstyle, the exact same mannerisms, and can pass for one another when they should have completely different upbringings. Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is one of those things that they could have done a bunch of other things. I could have even, Anakin, from what was known, was the only one ever born by the Force. I would have been fine if that had an asterisk put on it later, and it was Anakin was the first one recognized by the Jedi.
Or you could have it that
to have
that
been
story,
born by the Force and have it be that the ritual was what Sidious ended up being able to find some record of being a thing, and he adapted it in order to make it.
What you should have done, what they should have done was set it so, all right, between the Old Republic and A New Hope is about 15,000 years.
Yep.
You could have set it in between, somewhere in there, so far away from everything that it's very feasible that, yes, It is the one we recorded. Anakin is the first one we recorded. However, there could have been a shit ton of other ones, as far as we know.
Yeah, have it be something that was lost. And if you
That only
want
a
to have
certain
part of the
group knew
story
about.
be in modern times, what you do, or not modern times, but in the
Current
known
timeline.
setting, then what you do is you have an element of the story, which is fucking between Old Republic and now, when records were really spotty, and when the Jedi were kind of in their more fucked up state where they weren't keeping records as well.
Shit, there are plenty of technically purges of the Jedi Order, and they just keep fucking coming back like roaches.
Yep.
So you could have it during a purge.
Yep. You could have it where it's during one of the times where the Jedi are kind of splintered so that they don't have solid record keeping across the entirety of the Jedi Order. Have it be that it was one enclave of Jedi survivors after one of the many Jedi were almost completely wiped out moments in the setting. Have it be that they encountered this strange sect that didn't know the Force as the Force. They knew it as the Weave or whatever the fuck you want to have it be.
Yeah, I forget what the fuck the Wizards called it.
One of the kind of dark ages of knowledge of the Force. And then you have this weird coven that is able to produce life through the Force. And then you have the more current timeline setting, the known timeline setting, where it's Sidious and his master trying to learn everything they can about the Force, because that's very Sith-like. Let's gain knowledge from wherever the fuck we can. Yeah, you have Plagueis and Sidious working together to find everything that they possibly can when it comes to the Force and life. And they're in hiding from the Jedi Council. You have them discovering these old Splinters records talking about how there's this strange coven that was making children using the Force.
But again, that would require thinking, that would require forethought, and it would also require a level of fucking humility.
Or at least respect for the material.
Yes.
And for the audience.
Yeah, that I'm unsure that most of these writers nowadays do not have. Again, any vehicle they can to tell the story that they want to tell is, yeah.
Yeah, and they'd be far better served making their own story. Because first off, a lot of the, well, that doesn't fit with lore, that doesn't fit with lore, this doesn't fit with lore, immediately disappears once it's your own
IP,
story, your own IP. That disappears. As long as it's internally consistent, which they still have problems with, which is fucking horrific, then you get rid of that complaint. But you still get to tell your story. The problem is that they want to be able to rely on the love of the series rather than have to get an audience.
Yeah, to grow that audience from scratch. But again, it is literally like the disrespect in the words of people that, oh yeah, so Michael Burnham is technically the first black female captain, and every other fan of Star Trek going like, the fuck? Wait a minute. Benjamin Sisko, the motherfucking Sisko, everyone's most hated captain, Catherine Janeway.
Mm-hmm.
These fucking ring a bell? Oh no, these are the first ever. The fuck? Well, this is the first black admiral. Yeah, Admiral Cartwright.
Mm-hmm. And it's because they don't give a shit about the lore. They want their story.
Yes. Oh God, don't ever get me started about what they fucking did. Honestly, I think Star Trek Academy could have been good. In the hands of better writers and people that love the fucking universe and know what the fuck they were doing, I think that could have been at least a decent series.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a bridge to bring in new fans, literally new fans. You know, here's the kids, and then we could see them in other series. Oh well, Ensign Nachea went to the Agaki, so now we're following her adventures on the Nagaki.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or here's an even better one: have it as a wraparound story. Have it that it's a captain talking to ensigns, you know, about their days in the academy.
Mm-hmm.
So the story itself is told by an older captain who's been through this, and you know now they're reminiscing with their crew about, you know, yeah, this is what happened to me during my academy days. You know, we also lost you know, and then the wraparound you have what's the word I'm looking for? It's essentially telling two stories at once. It is related events in the main episode with the captain that with the cadet. So say, oh well, you have to deal with a certain group of Klingons. Well, you know, this is reminding me of the time where I had to deal with a certain group of Klingons, and then
storytelling.
Split storytelling, yeah. So you're telling these two stories that are being told in parallel.
See,
And
what I think would have been an interesting way of doing a Starship Academy-like show is, first off, rather than have it be a single timeline show, have it be something where it's perhaps every few episodes, it's swapping to different characters.
I say do it as an anthology.
That's effectively what I was about to get into, where the way that I would do it is you would have popular, well-known characters that had important moments happen while they were at Starship Academy.
Mm-hmm.
In lore, be the first few that are talked about. So, for example, Picard talked a lot about the experiences he had in Starship Academy and how they made him the captain that he is today.
One bro detective moving from topic to topic. No one had a chance to interrupt. Sorry.
There's
I love that one.
Welcome to the Minions.
There's an episode where that is part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's him talking about, well, if I wouldn't have done this when I was in Starship Academy. And it was one of the Q episodes where he got to go back and undo his acts.
Oh, when he got stabbed in the heart?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you could have done, effectively, an entire show of the foundational things that happened behind different characters. So start with the ones that are the most well-known. We know that Picard talked about stories from when he was at Starship Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Show the stories. Then...
It's not that hard.
Go ahead.
I was saying it's not that hard.
Yeah. And then, you know, other captains have been through Starship Academy. Not all of them talk about their Starship Academy experiences, which means that you have even more room to wiggle with them. And tell stories that are consistent with the character that they become. So have it jump back in time, and now you're telling stories of Kirk in Starship Academy. You have it jump forward in time, and you're telling stories of this character. And then, like you said, you could have it be where after you get through the lineage characters, the ones that are the isn't this a blast from the past type feeling? Doesn't this make you reminisce about the old shows? That's when you start going into, and now here's new characters that you haven't seen anywhere. And then you have those characters be spun off into another Star Trek series where that character is the captain or the security officer or so on and so forth.
Yes. But that would require a level of intelligence that, again, modern writers don't possess. Or woke activist writers don't possess.
But that would have been a way to get an interesting show that would have first given more information on characters that we already liked. And as long as you do it well, you can give more information without destroying the character. You should be able to do that really easily. I don't know why they always decide that every time that more information is given on anything, it has to make it worse.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially if it was a fandom asked question. Like, it's a famous question asked by a fandom. Like, yeah.
Nobody should ask.
No, there are some questions that should never be asked, or no one ever asked. Like, how does Han Solo get his fucking name? No one cared about how the fuck Han Solo got Han Solo's name.
Like, why does Han Solo have it? How does he shave? How does Han Solo shave?
It was just Han Solo. Everyone assumed that his fucking father was last name was Solo.
Yeah,
that's
Han Solo of the Solo family.
Yeah. Like, that's a question that never needed to be answered. Or
no, it didn't.
Why? What the fuck is in the Millennium Falcon? Like, no one needed to know that which shouldn't have been fucking put in a fucking feminist robot that, oh God, they totally fucking misunderstood what the fuck the robots were. They had a rudimentary level of sentience, but they weren't sentient beings.
And the ones that were, it was of note that they were.
Yeah, because they served a particular function. Like, again, you're going to have your diplomat droid would have a level of sentience because he's supposed to be fucking doing diplomatic or your translation droid.
And it was always a thing that, like, R2-D2 was different than all of the other R2 units. So it became, oh, that's because he's special. You don't need every R2 unit to be full sapient.
Because they wouldn't be full sapient. And the only reason why this R2 is because Luke needed him sapient. Again, this R2 has been maintaining his ship forever. So he didn't mind like having his own personality quirks and shit. All right, well, as long as you keep my ship running, I could care less.
Whoa.
And that was something in the old AU that was expanded on, where droids could gain sapience.
I mean, HK-47 had sapience.
Yeah,
they could be made with sapience. They could gain sapience. This was something that was in the extended universe, now just in Legends.
Hate that. The worst thing Disney ever did was decanonize years upon fucking years of lore.
Yep.
Like, some of that lore made other actions that characters took make sense. like Palpatine building Death Stars. Oh, because he fucking sent the Yavong, Yavong coming.
The Yuzun Bone.
Yeah, the Yavong coming. Oh shit! I need a weapon that can destroy planets. Why? Because here's organic fucking ships and planets.
And
And it proved them
I
right.
would say that wasn't the dumbest thing that they ever did. The dumbest thing that they ever did was do that, and then when they were criticized over the quality of their work, say, well, it's not like we had any books that we could consult.
Oh yeah, that was another one. And people like you had
Yes, there is.
and then you started cannibalizing books. Why? Oh, God, you did Heir to the Empire without the fucking main character of Heir to the Empire. Because Thrawn isn't in the original
Exactly.
trilogy. Thrawn is a legacy, is a Legends character. Like, so you can't say, oh, well, we didn't have the books. You just cannibalized one of them.
You took Thrawn and you stripped him of everything that made him Thrawn except for blue skin.
Yes. You made Thrawn oh, God. Thrawn was awesome because he was a young man, he was a young officer, and he was fucking ruthless.
Wasn't he also friends? Wasn't he the one that was friends with Vader, or at least one of Vader's only friends?
Look, we'll use the term friends loosely. Vader and him have respect for each other, but friends.
Because didn't Vader like rescue Thrawn or something in one of those comics?
Yeah, but see the word friend is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
I say friend very loosely. I know you know I am.
I know, but still, I'm just saying that word friend is literally doing a lot of heavy lifting. That friend. Again, that's co-worker I don't want to lose.
Vader isn't like fucking Voldemort. Vader actually does love.
No.
The entire reason for him becoming Vader in the first place.
When he became Vader, he became, okay, I'm doing it because my master tells me to do it. He's a fucking Sith. Vader didn't love anything. Well, Vader had one love, and she's fucking dead. Like, at most, they're co-workers. Again, at most, they're co-workers. Like, ugh. Like I said, that word friend is doing a lot of heavy lifting, my friend.
Damn, nobody is really understanding what I'm saying tonight, apparently.
They had kind of a begrudging respect for each other.
It's like him and Tarkin.
Okay, so it wasn't.
Again, he did rescue him, but that's
than Tarkin, though, because Tarkin kind of viewed Vader as, oh yeah, he's just
a subordinate,
one of the Emperor's tools. He's a rather blunt instrument, whereas they had more respect for each other.
Again, Tarkin viewed him as you're technically you're still my subordinate. Like, I control the entire fucking Imperial military. You are subordinate to me. And Vader honestly was. Tarkin, the only one that could honestly issue Vader an order outside of the Empire, and Vader would listen. Thrawn, however, was, okay, technically we're equals, but and we're co-workers, so I can't just order you to do something. But if I strongly suggest it, let's just say, listen to it. Because I'm far smarter than you are. Thrawn and him were not friends.
This is gonna be a random jump question. How do you feel about the Princess and the Frog tier?
Oh god, I heard they're making a fucking live
They're
action one
making a
that
live action one.
I don't particularly like. I stopped watching Disney movies ages ago.
Uh, you just
The way that they did The Princess and the Frog didn't bother me as much because they didn't just go, well, she's going to be black in the original setting. They went, we're going to set
no,
it in Louisiana.
she's already black.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me in the slightest because honestly, it's gonna flop.
I know it is. They always do it. Whenever they make a remake, it always flops.
Are they going to do the really dumb thing of make a remake of a musical and not have it be a musical?
All right.
I really hope they never do that to Sweetie Todd.
Well, Sweeney Todd itself is a remake. Sweeney Todd is a stage play that they turned into a movie.
Yep.
And they add and like some of the musical numbers are there in the original stage play, but they added some.
They also subtracted some.
They did. But again, I was on Twitter today, and Dracona, good friend, not a friend of the channel, but a good, Twitter friend of mine, put something up, and like this guy was complaining, why are people claiming they hate this, and he showed Ellen Page and Black Helen Troy, but don't hate this. And it's the muses from fucking Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
And I pointed out, like, technically the muses aren't fucking characters in the story. They're a framing device. They don't interact with anybody. Like, you never see them talking to Hercules directly or any of the other characters in the fucking movie. They are literally a framing device so that you could have musical numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you remove them from the story, nothing would fucking change. Except for there be no music.
Though, I would also argue that there's a difference between doing a cartoon. For example, Disney's Hades, or Disney's Hercules is Hades, a lot of possessives in that sentence, is a tall blue James Woods with fire for hair.
Yeah.
That
And
is
Discord
not
and Panic are
Hades from Greek mythology.
Greek mythology, Hades is the only really kind god. Hands down. Fight me on this. If there was a protagonist in Greek myth, Hades would be the protagonist because he's honestly the only good god.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't think anybody over. He punishes the wicked. He's faithful to his wife. And hey, I tell you not to look back. Don't fucking look back.
If he makes a deal with you, live up to the fucking deal.
Yeah, because he'll live up to his part of the deal.
Mm-hmm. But they made him evil. He's not evil. They made him blue and on fire. He isn't blue, he isn't on fire. That was entirely a stylistic choice because cartoon.
And they made Hercules and Zeus and Hera's kid when Hercules is another one of Zeus being a psychopath kids.
Mm-hmm. So,
and I take it in this universe that Hera and Zeus aren't brother and sister.
yep, they changed a lot in it. But they changed a lot, knowing that they changed a lot, intentionally changing a lot, and changing it for style reasons, not for political reasons. So, why did people not have a problem with Hercules because it's an entirely different fucking reason and way that this shit was done. So they don't have a problem with it because it's entirely different.
It's not trying to be historically or accurate to the source material. It's using it's using Hercules as the vehicle to tell the story. It's meant let's sort of like a fan fiction. We'll use that one. It's a fan fiction, for kids. Cuts out the rapey bits and the incesty bits and makes the villains a little bit more black and white. You clearly know who the good guys are. You know who the bad guys are. Yeah.
It removes the reason for Hercules doing the 12 tasks.
Yeah. It made him do the 12 tasks because he wanted fame and he wanted to go back to Olympus. Yeah, but you're not a real hero, kid.
He wanted to be seen as a real hero versus he did the 12 tasks because he brutally murdered his wife and children.
Yes. And he had the fucking atone. And they still didn't give him they still didn't have him hold up the world. Never gave him that task.
Atlas shrugged.
Nice one.
Yep.
Also, I hate the new fucking Twitter update.
Is it Twitter update?
It looks awful.
Oh, what's
Yeah, it's an interface update. It looks awful. It's awful.
I don't use it enough to really recognize the change.
Neither do I.
I use it for news and bullshit.
It looks the same to me.
It's updated heavily on my end.
Maybe because it doesn't like you.
Oh no, it got an up it shut down, reset, got an update and everything. Holy
oh god, what did they do?
A full interface.
But yeah, it is annoying that so many people will point to things like that and go, well, why didn't people complain about that? First off, a bunch of people that really liked the Greek myth complained about it. They said, this isn't Hercules. This is Disney Hercules, not Hercules. And they got bent out of shape about it. Just like a lot of people will say, well, the Little Mermaid isn't accurate to the Little Mermaid source material. And people go, yeah, it isn't. So continuing on, the Little Mermaid, really good music.
Yeah, because you kind of need to sanitize it for kids.
And they do that constantly with all of the fantasy ones, which, again, was one of the reasons why I didn't really have a problem with the Princess and the Frog. Because Princess and the Frog, yeah, originally a French tale. They then went, well, we want to tell a more modern version of it. Okay, how are you guys going to do it? Well, we're going to set it in the former French colony of Nolans. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of interesting. And rather than it being a curse by witches or the Fae, we're going to make it the curse of a voodoo priest of Baron Samedi.
Which is wonderful.
Whoa, that's cool.
Dr. Olivier.
Yeah.
If Disney had kept that originality.
Oh, I wonder what they're going to do.
That trajectory. Oh man, that was
Wait a minute. I just realized something. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just realized something though. I wonder how they're going to do that because Dr. Olivier is a black man and he's evil. Are they going to have it that he's somehow it's been a racist oppression?
No, they're gonna make it so that he's a sympathetic character,
But
which is
yeah, him
what they
being
always fucking do.
a witch doctor of Summity, Baron Summity, that was really fucking cool. And it shed light on something that a lot of people aren't familiar with. A lot of people didn't know voodoo deities. And
Mm-hmm.
they sure as shit didn't know about Baron Summity, who is a really fucking interesting voodoo deity.
The dead guy.
Yep.
Well, see, I know, necro.
Also, I'm getting kind of tired, guys.
Yeah, it's about 1:30.
yeah.
Been about 2 hours.
Yep. So, parting words then.
If you're passionate about something, passionate about Sanguine, devour him. Don't let Sanguine devour you.
If I hunger, you have no choice in the matter. I shall feast.
And don't let the door hit you when the good Lord spits you.
Unlike Albert Fish, that is not how I'll feast.
Fair enough. At least you're not sending the recipe to the parents of the child.
What?
Oh, you don't know about that, Tyr?
Nope, I don't want to hear about this. Nope. Nah.
Oh, I love that. I love that story.
Nope.
It is fucked.
Nope. You know what? Save it for next week.
But it's a short
I may not be
one.
on next week, so
Save it for next week. This is nope. I want to go to sleep tonight. I have work at 8 a.m.
Fine. No, it's a short one.
Nope.
And you're too old to be feasted on by fish.
Nope.
although Tyr is the wrong gender for him, so he's fine.
Well, the gender wasn't really the big part when it came to fish. It was mainly the age.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you're too old for him.
Thank God for that.
And let's see.
You're the right color, though.
Yep.
Wow.
What can we say? He had certain
I like
tastes.
the dark meat.
Both of us went for a really fucked pun there.
Yeah, that was actually a really good joke. Oh man, that was my fifth big joke of the night, and not a single laugh. Damn.
Maybe you just not you're not sending your best. It's not your best material.
I guess I am not. My jokes are not hitting tonight. Jesus Christ.
And
I guess I am tired.
Blanking on what quote to use, so I'll just do the I have no use of friends who nod as I nod, who turn as I turn. My shadow already does that far better anyways.
I've heard that before.
Yeah,
yes, because he says it.
Famous quote. And with that, have a good night, all. The zoo is closed.
All right. I will see you.
Night.
And now I click this, but it